Welcome back, race fans. It's ninth year broadcasting, and we're back with our Friday series triple header out here with the Roughneck Racing Series. And tonight we're going to be at Talladega all night, Kevin. I'm excited for this one. How are you?
Absolutely. Triple header at Talladega. We're seeing the Arca cars on two of them, so I think this is going to be a fun one. Starting with the Underdog series, you know the rules. No pros allowed, no super high ratings allowed. It's a different dynamic out here, and these guys are still racing each other to the full extent. So starting with the grid, looking like Austin Green got the pole out here. Good lap for him, with Casey Sprinkle on his outside. Brian Hennings and Kenny Reel in row two. Kenny Reel and Kenneth McCullough and Josh McCullough row three. Axel Smith and Miles Bagley. Tim White and Jared Haynes. Corey Wright and Tyler Vickery. Michael Wingo and Kyle Lawver. John Darnell and Dylan Grace. Raul Alvis and Landon Velicki. Chris Walker and Sterling Tice. Chris Melton and Christopher McCullough. Chris Ramsey and Mark Vondell. And rounding out your 25-car field is going to be Cameron Craighead.
Yeah, what a field out here tonight, Kevin. We got a 25-car field. It's a decent-sized clump of drivers out there. And as always, we hear the radios going. We get to hear these guys the whole race out here. So always exciting here from that end. And
thanks, brother.
I love these cars, and I love this track. So I think we're going to be in for a treat out here tonight.
I've got to agree. I think it's going to be a long night, but it's going to be a fun night. 3 40-lap races. The first of which is going underway as the pace car comes in. It's going to be Austin Green on the command, on the inside in the 87 car. New restart zone. I don't think it's Geico anymore.
It's still Geico to us, and that's a new-looking starter camera for us. We don't get to see it as clearly. That big-ass fence is in the way. But regardless, we're green.
It's still Geico to us. I like it.
Yep. Geico restart zone still. Yeah. Can't change that in my head.
Nope.
We're underway out here.
With a good jump, though, on that outside line. He seems to have a lot of speed. I mean, we usually see the inside almost able to clear through 1 and 2, but not right now. Casey Sprinkle's going to have the lead coming out of turn 2. And I can imagine it's going to just expand on this backstretch as he's being pushed around by Kenny Reel.
Yeah, behind him is Joshua McCullough, too. But just as we say that, he's sideways. Austin Green hard into the wall.
Still Green out here. Oh,
man.
Disastrous start to his night, especially with the lack of fast repair.
He did not work out.
3 wide back there, and I imagine that's just some of the after effects there of that. Man, that was a tough one there for him.
And trying to get squirted back together.
Setting him back already 15-plus seconds back.
You want to go look at a replay on that, see what happened to Austin?
Oh, we could. Let's go ahead and do it.
Oh, just an off push from Brian Hennings.
Unfortunate there for him. That's going to set him all the way back into last place. And about 18 seconds of gaining off on the leaders.
No, I hit it pretty good, but...
Yeah, and probably a lot of damage. He went into that inside wall pretty hard, Luke.
Yeah, just pulling up our map over here, we can see where he's at. He's going across the backstretch now. Imagine I'm probably going to be looking to take his repair when he can. But we're seeing a bit of a 3 wide situation going on about the middle of the pack right now.
No help. Alright, I got help.
Yeah, a couple of them look to have gotten split there on the inside, the sandwich line. As the outside line soars around, they're going to file back in line. Jared Haynes is going to be your leader momentarily on that inside line, but here comes the scream of that outside line, led by Kenny Reel, led by Josh McCullough. Casey Sprinkles up there as well. That second line, though, they've found the speed again.
Yeah, that they
middle
have.
sandwich line. They're going to merge together for the most part and strand a couple of the guys out there.
Oh, but Casey Sprinkle, he's sideways! Oh, sweet mama.
Oh, the entire field. Tyler Vickery.
Lord have mercy.
Casey Sprinkle. I don't even know if I should be naming names. I see half the field, Luke.
Woo!
The 10 car of Lawver.
Goodness.
No, that's Chris McCullough. My fault.
I'm just going to start throwing names out there at you. I'm reading Casey Sprinkle, Kenny McCullough, Axel Smith, Tyler Vickery, Sterling Peace. We're looking at Chris Ramsey, Vickery again, to Big Bruce Walker, Darnell, Belicky, Bagley. We got Wingo. That's all I'm reading right now, but I know it never includes them all, so we're going to have to go back and take a look at that. That was quite a monster of an incident back there, that's for sure.
Darnell, can you check up better next time you mess got me spinning?
A monster is a good way of putting it because it just seemed like that was the perfect spot for the wreck to.
Hey,
Oh, Casey Sprinkle goes up into the 5 just a little bit. It looks like 5-car of Josh McCullough and 69 of Casey Sprinkle.
Time to claim it if you want to.
It looked like goes up, comes down right there, but that's not where the incident is. The incident's right here.
You know, looking back
Sprinkle
there,
gets a little loose.
he almost gets a little sideways there.
Next time, especially if I'm behind you.
I mean, you see, there's no contact from behind, no contact from the side. He just kind of gets a little high there, bumps up on the 5, and then comes back down. I don't know if that was a case of,
I mean, that's all it takes.
Maybe a case of netcode.
I mean, you can clearly see them contacting each other.
I tried.
Yeah. Well, either way, not the best there for all those drivers involved. You see that that one collected.
Not working really stuck.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, maybe a little bit of netcode. I don't know, very close, within an inch.
Oh yeah. Either way, that collects plenty of them. Let's go back and maybe take a look at Ramsey. He was near the back. I know he was involved back there. Let's maybe see his. I was gonna maybe see if I could get that cool camera again, but I can't seem to find it. Either way, we're gonna go to his cockpit here.
Hey, how's my rear end back here? Well,
I mean, all things considered. Oh.
can you
Spoke
see
too
any
soon.
damage on my rear end here?
Not horrible though for him. If we jump back live out here, we've I've been seeing on the tower a lot of pits, and not a surprise there.
Yeah, and a lot of damage trying to get cleared up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, I just not the
I
first
mean,
time.
I'd imagine, you know, with no fast repairs, we're gonna see a lot of these guys staying in the pits as we go green.
Oh yeah.
But that's gonna cycle through.
What's the
Haynes,
parent
White,
if you call it
Grace, Real, and Alvis is gonna be your top 5. A couple new names up there in the top 5 to us at least.
It's a ELA.
Oh yeah. And I'd like to point out, Alvis is one of
Raul
the.
Alvis,
I'll
Dylan
take
Grace.
blame for it,
Believe. Let me double
it looked
check.
I don't even know.
Yep,
why
16,
Alvis.
17th.
Alvis is our second highest
didn't
ranked
like
driver of the lobby of the afternoon, other
I
than
got
Casey
turned by
Sprinkle,
accident.
but
I didn't know I hit Josh and turned him.
Sprinkle is
I thought it was just me getting turned by accident.
currently
but-
explaining the incident, sitting in the back.
Miles, is it telling you to stay behind me? It literally just gave me the message. Okay, I got you.
That was still the hardest I have ever hit a wall and somehow only had 50 cents of damage. I bounced back onto the racetrack. I hit it so hard.
Green claiming that is the hardest he's ever hit the track wall and come out with minimal damage. So maybe let's go back and while we're still sitting here pacing around, let's get our look at that.
Yeah, all right.
Was he talking about this, or is he talking about the incident before? Oh, he was definitely talking about the incident before. Yeah, he took a hard hit back there.
You see any damage on my front end? By
Yeah,
chance?
you know, Luke, this is really gonna switch
Probably
around,
not
you
the
know,
mirror, but-
dynamic of this race. Cameron Craig had
No,
sitting
he
in
looked
P8,
fine.
started in 25th. I mean, that just goes to show how big these transfers have been. But before we go green, look, I gotta point out, what you think of that Tim White car?
I'm a big fan, Kevin. You know, I like the old Metallica. What about you?
I think it's a great scheme. I think we need more band cars out here. I think that'd be cool.
I agree. I agree.
Jared Haynes gonna be leading this thing off the restart. Or it might be Tim White. I don't know, they're on their respective lines. Hands on the outside, White on the inside. Kenny Real, the only front runner seemingly to avoid that one. He's sitting in P3 right now, behind the leaders. Very quiet chat tonight. Getting the evening going early here. If anybody's alive in the chat, come talk to me. Rounding through turn 4, though. Pace car is going to be coming in this time by. There it goes. It's going to be Jared Haynes on the outside line. On the command here. They're running pretty loose. They know that restart zone is late. As they cross it, we are green with a good jump on the outside line. Jared Haynes clear by 1. Him and Kenny Real trying to clear by 2. Not going to have it. Might have it. Oh, they have it by quite a bit. As they're both going to file into that inside line together. Tim White cycles in behind.
How about that outside line working? They don't have very many cars. They got a couple more now, though. They're retaining speed.
10 car of Chris McCullough hops up, and he almost goes to that third line, it seems, but he comes back down.
Yeah, thinking about it, but maybe a little early out there for that. But I gotta ask, Kevin. Looking at the number 10 of Christopher McCullough, his car's sitting up there pretty on that third line right now. Fourth line. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Fourth line up there on the high side. I will wait and make my comments about Burger King until after this situation is over. They've settled back down to 3 wide, and a beautiful sight to see there. I was going to ask your opinion on Burger King, Kevin. You a big Burger King guy?
Not a Burger King fan. I've never really enjoyed Burger King.
You know, I've noticed it's one way or the other. I don't think I've ever known someone that kind of likes Burger King. It's either you love it or you hate it.
I just wanted to get some momentum.
Yep, not a big Burger King guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jared Haynes barely makes it in front of Alvis. Very risky maneuver.
Goodness.
It's going to work, though.
What a transfer. And they're still racing pretty hard back there. 3 wide still back there, about 4 or 5 rows back.
Good run, Kenny. There we go.
Yeah, and these guys came to race tonight. This is the Underdog Series, trying to make a name for themselves, and they're pulling out all the stops here. Only 9 laps into this one, too.
A little bit longer of a race out here than we're used to out here for a triple header, but gives them more room to race out here and a little longer to throw out some strategy. As we see that third line starting to work right now with only 3 vehicles led by the 87. That's Austin Green. I'd like to point out he slammed the wall pretty damn hard back there early on and fell completely off pace of the leaders, and he's now back in the front main pack, leading that third line.
Yeah, the big wreck that we saw is exactly what he needed to get back in and do it. I don't think he could have done it without that. So, fortunate for him to be back into the top 10.
Yeah, and he's got someone up in front of him now.
Saying Burger King. Big Burger King fan in the chat, Trevor Asmanoff, Luke.
Hey, me too.
I just can't get behind it.
Like I said, some people love it, some people hate it. I, for one, am a big Burger King guy. I get it pretty regularly for lunch, so. Three wide,
Jared Haynes,
4 lines
that
through.
Inside line. Line 2 and line 3. They got the speed. It just seems, once they get it, the cycles are happening down to the bottom. And how about Brian Hennings getting involved in that wreck? He's made his way back all the way to the front right as I say that on line 3.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be in control now as he drops in.
87 of Austin Green's
Alvis.
up there.
Yeah, I was going to say, props to Raul Alvis, though. He's held it strong since the restart. On that inside line. Austin Green, I mean, you wouldn't know he had any damage the way he's moving.
No, and Raul Alves, I'd like to point out, he's rocking the vehicle of our tonight's sponsor of the race out here tonight, Kevin, Sim Shop. Good looking scheme out there in the number 78. Always love these Arca cars, Kevin.
Yeah.
I know you haven't got to play with them too much since they just got added in a little while ago, but they've been very fun since they were added a couple months ago, I want to say, with, I think it was the last update? Something like that. Either way, 3-1, and oh! Hard up into the wall, we're clearing out again!
Oh man, another big incident.
Oh my god, hard back up into the walls, the number 8.
Tim White, hard into it.
Oh man.
Vickery involved again.
Oh, and there goes the front
Green
left wheel.
involved again.
Oh no. Austin Green's vehicle seems to be okay at the end of it. He's still rolling. Some of the other guys back there, not so lucky. Tim E. White seeming to catch the very short end of that straw.
I wasn't gonna switch you.
His vehicle is not looking too hot.
I was on the bottom line.
Let's go ahead and take a look back there and see what caused all that.
Oh, who was it? Was that?
Guys are arguing a little bit about it in chat right now.
Yeah.
Why'd you go up? Why didn't you stay mid?
Because when I drifted up an inch and I looked in my mirror, you were splitting me, so I was like, okay, I'll just let him have it, I guess.
I mean, I wasn't gonna split you, and you just went up.
That's okay. I accept your apology, Kenny.
They split the 7 there.
My bad, Miles.
Oh, the push from the 25, just kind of a little bit of an off-centered bump, kind of gets them up to that third line and right up into the 87.
Getting into each other.
Ooh. Overall, though, I was about to say, overall, Austin Green, despite, you know, the main wreck happening up in front of him, it seems it fared out pretty well for him. Maybe the game working in his favor back there. He seemed to kind of bug through.
I felt like it was netcode.
Whose car was that? Whoever the car was up in front of him ended up in the wall. It was Kenny Real, yeah. He almost bugs through him a little bit right there. So he didn't look like he took the worst amount of damage. So he might still be in this thing. But some of the other guys after, like Tim White, he took quite the hit out there, and he is still trying to make his way into the pits out here. With no fast repair, it's a tow would likely set him back further than any drive to the pits would, and he's going to be going for a little while. Doing some off-road and trying to shortcut it.
I'll take it. I just had a big run.
That Metallica hood flapping.
Maybe leaking some fuel, leaking some fire, leaking that which I desire, Luke.
Yeah, just...
a big run. Where
just maybe.
Over 3 wide. You, like, what?
Appreciate that, Corey.
A lot of the guys making their
Well,
way
the
out
pits
of
are
the pits. Oh, yeah. Plenty of them, too. About from P9 back right now.
Yeah, I'd chalk that up to a mix of damage and a mix of some fuel strategy.
Yeah, and I would guess that Tim White's is probably more car repair, if I had to take a guess.
Yeah,
He's gonna give the wall a little smack again. I imagine his steering column probably, judging by how he's not moving at all, I don't think he has any steering at all.
Well, I mean, props to Tim, because I would have given up about a half a lap ago.
Oh yeah, and I do wonder what he's gonna try here.
Maybe getting some pictures in.
Trying to use the gas to try to turn himself, maybe.
The grass is going to make that a little easier. You know these things slip and slide around in the grass.
Oh yeah, they do.
I can't imagine he's going to be able to get straight into his box without any steering, though.
I doubt it, but I'm kind of intrigued to see how he tries.
You good, buddy?
The big Roos asking him if he's all right.
Where's that John?
Big top.
Trying to get you by good stuff.
That car's bro. Big time. I feel bad for you, Tim.
They're in reverse. He turns her. Oh, and look at that front right tire. Yeah, it's not Not hanging on by much. He's gonna.
Use the wall a little. I like it.
Is he? Oh, he's not in. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Oh my God. Look at those front 2 tires.
Is that his
Take the
box?
top, dude.
Nope. All this just to hear too much.
There it
Trevor,
is,
we're
right
done.
there. There it is, right there. He's definitely too far left. I mean, those tires are caved in. Come on. Come on, Tim. There it is.
Are we racing?
No, there's no. We're under caution still.
Okay.
But he makes it in, and he's gonna get to. They're gonna get to fixing that thing, and the rest of the guys pacing around out here, going through the back straightaway.
We see some pits, some stay out. It's gonna cycle Brian Hennings to the front. Well, he was up towards the front regardless. He made that transfer on the last green run. Chat's getting Hennings confused with Hennessy a little bit.
Someone
Yeah,
give Tim a
Tim
trophy.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know what? That's all heart. You can't teach that.
Oh, no, sir.
Raul Alves. Brian Hennings front row.
Hey, Kenny. McCullough. Yeah. What up? What's up, my dick?
Pace car's coming in this time.
I love you too, brother.
Gonna be your third start of the evening. 2 cautions deep.
Aw.
Both pretty detrimental out here, Luke. Seen everyone on the lead lap except for Tim White, though. Maybe not too bad.
Good luck, drivers.
Yeah, but Tim's out there. He's out there. He's on the track, and he's moving again. So, all things considered, his night is not over.
And we are green out here. Often that outside line again is going to be Brian Hennings. Not as great of a jump, though, I can't lie.
Whoa, that.
Where the hell?
He's not going to be clear anymore as they go through the turns. And here comes Raul Alves in the sim shop Arca car.
Yeah, can I get going?
Both lines pretty even. Axel Smith trying to work the inside. Oh! And he's sideways.
Dude, you gotta
Caution
have more
flies.
awareness
Oh,
than that,
man.
Come on.
I see a bumper flying.
Great
Raul.
camera work,
I
Luke.
wanted you to jump
Well,
in
I
there. Like,
was trying to find it. I didn't know who it was.
Raul Alves, right in the front, and gets bumped sideways.
Too, Kenny, but I couldn't figure out if the guy in front was
Goodness.
trying to back up for a run.
Oh,
and
we'll
then
go
when I
back and
got
watch that.
I saw a guy next to you, so I didn't want to jump up and leave you.
It's going to bring out the third caution.
yeah,
If you're
I
Tim
mean,
White, that's
I was
exactly what
waiting
you
for
wanted
you
to see,
jump up
though.
'cause I knew
Oh,
Tim
yeah, that
was
brings
gonna
him right back
go,
up there.
We would have had a huge run if he just went because he was just checking up too much.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that was my fault. I thought he was trying to back up and get a
They're
run.
all
I didn't
splitting
realize
out,
he
trying to
was checking
avoid
up.
it.
My bad.
Overall,
Like,
though,
everyone got
I
around
was
it
going to say,
pretty
yeah,
well.
everybody got around that pretty
give
damn
me
well.
the EOL, please.
But not bad. Not horrible, but not what you want to see if you're Raul Alves.
Yeah, and he was having such a solid run.
He was.
Sitting top 5 throughout the majority of this race.
Nah, we're not going to do it in this series.
I'm done.
10-4, thank you.
Hey, James, what time does
Well,
the
look,
next
we're
race
3
start?
cautions deep into this one, and about 16 laps in.
The
We've
next
seen a lot of
loop
pacing
is
out
the
here so
lobby
far.
opens in the league at 9:15.
Yeah, and here come more pits, Kevin.
And then a 30-minute practice, so I guess you'll be qualifying
Yeah,
about
Tim White
9:45.
gonna be able to pick up a lap here. So he's gonna be given the lucky
Black
dog, so
And we're hearing there was a pretty good save by
Try to clear out
Dylan
some more damage
Grace.
too.
Kyle, why'd you
There was a
slow
very
down
good
coming
save
in
by
the pit
Dylan
road
Grace
there?
back there, so we'll go back and take a look at it.
And then James, you
Let's
think
check her
what
out.
time do you think this race will be done? I gotta update my computer and slide to that.
It's on that inside line.
You got like 23
Oh!
laps left.
Ooh, right
She gets
around.
loose there too.
It's about 9:30, I hope, if not before.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we saw that.
Who's 78? You good, bro?
We saw
I'll
that
match
back
that,
end
Trevor.
slide a little.
I apologize, Chris. I got
Oh boy,
pushed up a little
what
bit.
do you match?
Shots for Brian
Oh.
if he wins.
Sorry, I was coming in slow. I was just messing with my buttons, trying to get my fast repair turned off.
Landon Velicki, though, is going to move to the front. Dylan Grace up there as well. A little bit of strategy.
Yeah, I think he elected to stay out there and run a nice
Yeah, guys,
scheme as
after
well.
The third race tonight, all payouts will be going out then. And if you're not in the league for the second race, it's 12, 14, 7. We're pretty much running this race right back, but it's a points race.
It's not race number 1 of that season, is it?
No, we're like 7 races in.
Yeah. I sent.
And you a big fan of that
$35
scheme of the number 12, Kevin?
Just keep that.
Number 12.
Other
Let me
15,
see.
no,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
that's a
good.
good looking car.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good. We also got
Known
third
underdog
race
Landon
tonight, but it's not
Velicki.
a points race. It's going to be Gen
Wyatt
6
Gray,
at
who I'd
Talladega.
imagine is probably ineligible for this one.
What the entry on it.
Just maybe.
All of them $20.
Yep.
That's a big gamble.
Seen a couple more guys heading into the pits, still making the cycle.
It'll probably pop off.
Lights are about to go off the pace car here this time by. See if we'll be going green this next time by.
Can I get a black flag to us? Thank you.
Ramsey, you're on the outside, brother.
Yeah, and a lot of drivers in our chat, I'd imagine, gearing up for that second race, Luke, because everyone's invited to that one.
Oh yeah, and that one's going to be a blast, Kevin. The turnout of this one looks pretty damn good. I can only imagine what the second and third is going to bring.
Yeah.
Go green the rest of the way, guys. Come on.
Top 10's going to read Grace, Hennings, Velicki, Haynes, Thice, Ramsey, Rio, Lawver, Darnell, and Wright. Car's still trying to catch up to the pack.
They're going to do it quickly. They got one more turn to do
Axel
it.
Smith. And Tim White reading out now, so the miracle run is over, unfortunately.
And he, not reading on the track. Pace car's in, though. We're going green this time by. We're getting ready to get this thing rolling once again. Through the Geico restart.
Yeah, Hennings on the outside. Hennings on outside, Grace on the inside. Good jump for Grace as we're underway for the 4th time tonight. 21 laps to go out here, Luke.
And about halfway through this thing next time by, Kevin. We've seen a lot of hard racing in just the first half and a couple intense wrecks out here. I can only imagine we're going to see more of that as we go through the more laps out here. And a good jump there on the outside line right now, going through the back straightaways at 74.
down here, or what do you want to do?
Yes. How about Kenny Real making his way back up to that second row already? He got involved in that incident with Austin Green, and that cycled him towards the back, but he's back. That top line getting the work in. It's going to be Kenny Real pushing around Brian Hennings. Cameron Craighead follows. We're 3 wide, a messy 3 wide already out here.
Oh boy.
That top line getting the work in. A little bit of a check there up top, but they hold it together. And they're clear by about 5 cars, Luke. That
Goodness.
top line has just dusted some of the guys down low.
It's got a lot of speed, and they're keeping it going. Running that through turns 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, good transfer for Austin Green, who will not give up. He's back to the front.
You know you can push, right, dude?
That middle line's starting to get a little bit of speed, but that low inside line has just died off and given it up to about 15 cars. Middle line drops low though. See if they can make something happen.
They're getting the speed going a little bit on that inside. They kind of filed it back down from that 3 wide down to just 2 wide. They've got some speed back together because of it, I think.
Yeah, and here they come, I'd imagine. Oh, and the 14 gets turned. Trying to keep it
3
low,
wide again.
Keep it together.
Back near Casey
He
Sprinkler.
does. Good.
As soon as I say they file back to 2 wide.
On the inside.
You there?
Boy, and that looked rough there for a second, Kevin, but they held it together. And yeah, it's been a
very interesting race. Just odd bumps is what I've noticed.
I agree. I will point out, Kevin, there was an update for these cars before I loaded this up, so I'm not too sure what it was about, but or if that has anything to do with it, but it does seem like we've seen a lot more of that than we do.
Top 3, Hennings, Real, McCullough all staying out of the trouble though on that high line, but here comes the second charge of that inside line. Will they try to cycle back in again, or are they staying true to the top? They go down to the second line. An interesting choice, and that's going to give a lot of speed. How about Raul Alves? He's back to the front. After getting involved in an incident, filing to the back. He's shimmied his way back into the lead. Rocking sponsor of the evening. Casey Sprinkle getting a lot of speed where there isn't speed to be found on that middle line, and he is shot out of a cannon up high. He's a race leader.
Yeah, Brian Hennings giving him the pushes. 48 of Craighead giving Raul Alves the pushes.
I mean, yeah, and Hennings goes to the top.
He's below the apron.
Ran a lot of his laps.
Comes back up, a big checkup on the inside line. And that's going to get the outside line a lot of room.
Cycles are going to come in. He's going to try to catch their draft. That might... Oh man, someone gets pushed out to that third line. But it doesn't matter because some are going to take it
some turns into a couple turn into a lot. Third line being formed in just a single straightaway.
Yeah, Chris McCullough running the front now as he comes out of nowhere. Kenny Real pushing him around on that middle line.
Casey Sprinkle on the inside.
This is cycled back into a, what we kind of expected. Huge run though to the top. They're gonna block Brian Hennings up there. Man, look, the way these runs have been going with 15 laps, still anybody's race.
Oh, yeah. A lot of lead changes, a lot of change of runs. Every line seems to have its speed at different parts of the track out here. This is any line, anybody's race still.
Ooh, and it's tight there as the 10 car, Chris McCullough, trying to not to get split, but it's going to happen regardless. He's now in trouble 4 wide.
Oh, the checkup's happened. They're cleared out again. They're wrecking like shit. Jesus, Murphy, and they're wrecking all over the place.
Yeah, the 5 car trying to get through as we're watching on board or overhead right now, but there are plenty that didn't get through.
Oh, yeah.
Start rattling some names, Luke.
I'm seeing Jared Haynes, Sterling Pease, Chris Ramsey, Corey Wright, Wingo. That's all I'm reading, but I know there's probably many more. Let's go back and take a look at that one.
Yeah, let me factor a little bit.
Yeah, Wingo.
Are we waiting on the pace car?
Shambles I'm seeing. Jack Shack number 7, I do believe.
I don't know, the leader slammed on his brakes and now he's flying, so.
Sorry, I didn't slam on the brakes, I just got off the gas and let it turn.
Alright, watching up front here. I mean, this is where all of them have happened. On the push.
I'm pretty sure it happens once Kenny Real comes up here.
And he goes...
I think he tries to go high to get the speed from that third line, but gets a little too high and clips the wall there, losing a lot of speed. That causes the big roost to have a, obviously a huge bump and checkup right there on his bumper.
Well, I mean, you also already see the 74 dancing from a bump from Craighead in your bottom left corner. It seemed like that was two separate incidents. Because watch 74 here.
Let's just watch the overhead chopper. We'll go back to the chopper here maybe a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I'm watching Hennings right here. After Kenny Real goes up, gets into the wall. Brian Hennings eats one from Craighead.
All right, thank you.
How many green light checkers do we have?
Right there.
Just one.
Kenny Real's already gone. Craighead, definitely not centered.
Yeah, I'd say.
And
caused
that
him to
really
get loose.
shakes him up.
The second line gets loose and shaken. They seem to not really hold together all that well. But the third line checkup causes quite a bit more as well.
Craighead, McCullough, and I think maybe Jared Haynes. I don't know who's rocking the 7 there, but
11 as well. But no surprise there, Kevin. A lot of drivers coming into the pits.
Yeah, a lot of pits coming in. It's going to cycle Alvis, Real, Sprinkle, Walker, and Green. And that's really a saving grace for Kenny Real because he was hard into that wall and he did not have much speed after it. So getting a caution right there kind of kept him in the game.
Oh, yeah. We've seen quite a few incidents out here so far tonight. We've seen 4, Kevin, and they have not been minor incidents. I imagine a lot of these guys have to be maybe not running on the best of vehicles out here at the moment.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm interested to see these guys' incident ratings because I think every caution we've seen, at least 7 or 8 cars have gotten in some sort of contact.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a lot of bumping, and it was it's been a wild one so far, Kevin, but it's going to be, I believe, 10 laps to go here when we go green.
And if you get bored, you know where to find us.
He was fortunate enough to get around it.
Hey, Austin.
What's up, Chris?
Can you slow down just a hair? I'd like to save too.
You're more than welcome to cut me off.
I'm not that big of a dick.
Fair enough.
Hey, we only got one green white?
Yep, just one.
Trevor Hasmanoff reminding Kenny there's a wall there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kenny Real trying to go up to that that 6th line, and it's not a thing.
No, definitely not. Kind of cool if there was one.
Well, we're gonna be going green this time, bye. A lot can still happen in this race. I mean, we've seen 30 laps out here, and I think we've seen about 20 different leaders, it seems. I mean, the way these runs have been going, I wouldn't count out anybody. What do you think?
I agree, Kevin. That's still anybody's race. We've seen a lot of lead changes, and with all the cautions we've seen, the guys involved in the incidents, there's no telling who has the nicest car out here in terms of wear, damage. So I think it's still anybody's race.
Can I catch up? Waiting on Sterling. Oh, he's coming.
Here we go. For the 5th time of the evening, going green here. Gonna be led by Alvis. Kenny Real on the outside. We are racing. Good jump for that outside line. A big push by Chris Walker, but that inside line, here they come.
Mike Gray saying iRacing needs auto pacing the way Fortnite has auto run.
A little cruise control mode, maybe.
Oh yeah, they need to add the cruise control button on these things. That 3rd line getting
Chris
a
Walker
big
hopping
run.
that 3rd line. They are moving, stranding Kenny Real, stranding Brian Hennings, stranding everybody. I mean, they took off, Luke.
That 3rd line seems to be the line to work if you want the speed out there, if you can get the vehicles. And remember that out here for the last handful of laps out here is we're going to be down to single digits as they cross the start-finish one more time.
Yeah, inside line. We know the bottom, if they can sort it out and they can, get together, they have enough speed to at least contend with that outside line that we just saw. So, right when I say that, they are making it happen, and Alvis is going to move back
Oh
to the
shit,
front.
we see bumping around going in the back.
Ooh, yeah.
And I say bumping, I say fucking wrecking, oh shit!
I mean,
Chris McCullough and Michael Wingo
Oh my god!
hard into it together.
What the?
Bringing out caution number 5.
Go green.
Jesus. We're going to have to definitely go back and take a look at that. I saw him getting loose
Yeah,
just
we're gonna-
out of frame of it.
Yeah, and we're going to have to do this thing all again. Turning on that auto mode.
Get your cruise control buttons, drivers.
Michael Wingo goes high in front of Vickery.
I got a question, James.
Comes back down in front of Craighead, and he's moving, he's wobbling, and McCullough just...
How many cautions are we allowed to
just
get
sucker punched, I
per
mean.
person before we start serving drive-thrus and shit?
Murdered there, and sure he's not feeling great.
That's something me and my admins are going to talk about after tonight, because we're probably going to start doing after 2. Well, or disqualification, probably.
Simple.
Tries to hold on to it, but just unable to do so. And boy, does it collect some
We just
carnage.
don't want to be too strict on this series since it's underdog series right now. But I mean, if we got to, we will.
Back to pacing we
Third
go.
caution.
Well,
It's our
am I
5th
allowed
caution
to put
of the
my
evening.
input or no?
Always. We love feedback.
So I think that's a great idea, but also I think we should be a little harsher in this series, just to make everybody prepared for the bigger stuff. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I feel the same way you do right now.
I was more curious. I think the netcode cases shouldn't count, but even if guys are hooking other guys, even if we don't get a caution for one car, are they getting a penalty?
That's going to be a discussion as well. Austin, that was good. That was a good question there.
I say after 5
He's given
cautions,
the-
$50 goes to the end of year
I
pot.
believe Tim White not on the track. Anybody else? Lap down, up everyone else in the pits. I think everyone else is still all in the lead lap out here, so no one falling down a lap, which is good.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, and you gotta wonder, Luke, how much are some of these cars hurting? Because you don't have to take all your damage repairs to get back out on the track.
No, you definitely don't, and that definitely raises the question. What all, what is the extent that these cars can go before it really starts to affect the draft out here, to where it can, start to lose some spots? Raul Alvis and Casey Sprinkle going to be leading the front row out there. The 2 highest rated drivers of the lobby out here, this Underdog series, both sitting just under a 5,300. Casey's sitting right at about a 5,000, I want to say, and Raul about a 5,200. Maybe the other way around.
What if it's a Raw, like Paul, and we just sounded retarded this whole time saying Raul?
I don't know. If anybody knows in the
Makes you
chat,
wonder.
that'd be...
I think we got it. I've never heard of
looks
Raw.
Yeah, guys, right after this one, we got
Raw.
another
Sounds
one
like
in the lead, like 12, 14,
ever-
7. $20 entry, and
I've never heard
y'all
that
are
either.
welcome to come race it.
Sorry, the boss is on the phone. Hell yeah.
Lights off the pace car, though, and they're going to be going green this time by. It's going to be 5 laps to go out here in our first part of this triple header out here tonight, Kevin. A good look right now if you're a Raul Alvis fan. Still hope we're saying that right. He's having a good look for his debut out here.
Absolutely, and Casey Sprinkle also looking good. Some ups and downs, but holding that outside line strong right now. Going to be on the front row on the restart.
That outside line's been the line to be for speed, especially across the back straightaway, that third line in particular, but we'll just see who goes up there and how that gets formed out here off this restart, as pace car is going to be making its way in out of this next turn.
And plenty cars down a lap. Seeing Chris McCullough, Corey Wright, Cameron Craighead, and Tim White. But pace car's in. 21 survive on the lead lap. It's going to be led by Raul Alves.
Approaching the Geico restart.
The Geico restart zone, and we are green.
Gonna be reaffirming that is the Geico restart until the day that I die. Kevin and I will die on that hill. Raul Alves with a good charge on the inside.
Great jump on that inside line.
He's gonna go up high though, and came into Big Roost.
Chris Walker
Getting into it a little bit.
Second line.
Whew. Casey Sprinkle gonna go all the way up to the high side on that third line, and there's that speed.
Yeah, that inside line's in shambles right now, so no surprise there that third line.
He doesn't clear though.
Just charge through, but yeah, they've sorted it back together, and Alves is gonna have the speed through the turns, pushed by Chris the Big Roos Walker.
Yeah, but he's gonna go for the transfer, and he's gonna have. They're gonna be trying to split out. They're gonna be trying to split Alves. Gonna go up to the high line, and that's gonna really slow them down on that inside line. 4 laps to go. The Big Roos now leading this thing all the way up on the high side.
Kenny McCullough is the pusher now on that high side. In second place, probably the McCullough we've talked about the least out here. The transfer is made for Chris Melton as he goes low. Winner of last week. And it's all sorting around with just short 4 laps to go out here, Luke.
Third line and first line, really the ones that are most. Oh! They're getting squirrely. They're getting loose.
Walker trying to save it.
McCullough on the wall.
Can't.
They're under caution.
Caution. Our first green-white checker.
Sorry, Michael.
Oh, man. I saw Kenny getting loose back there. I don't know if that was from the push or what. But it seems like there was something going on up there.
Let's watch that top line here. Kenny McCullough and Chris Walker. Surely, the reason for this one is both of them were sideways at one point.
Just an awkward push there on the exit, maybe. I don't know. Another one of those, like, that looks like the push got him a little loose.
We had a bunch of cars behind us wanting to go also.
That's a tough one.
No, you're good, Kenny. I know you would do it on purpose, so.
I just feel like these cars look like they're getting a lot looser a lot more frequently.
Well, yeah, not only that, but it's also, it seems like the pushes can't be trusted as much.
Yeah, they just don't seem like they're as fluent as they usually are.
I've seen a lot of interesting bumps that just really startled these cars.
Caused the group to get shaken around back there, but he was really the only one that got involved.
Requesting we watch his POV.
Alright.
I don't know, that's 2 saves I've had, so let's see if 3 times a car.
Or in that outside line, that's where it happened.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Really getting around it there.
A little zag, as he would say.
And safely getting around that one. Gonna get him up into 10th place.
Yeah, and the way these transfers have been happening in 10th place, with 2 to go, isn't the worst spot to be in. Top 8 payout here tonight, Luke.
Yeah, not a bad spot at all. Gotta wonder what line he's gonna take out here. That third line's been the one for the speed out here, but first line's definitely been more consistent out here, so we'll see which ones are the fastest out here off of this restart, and I think it'll set the tone for the next 2 races we got out here, as we are not coming off of Talladega for the whole night.
Yeah, I think we got some guys waiting to come into this next race. I think we're going to see a little bit bigger of a field with it being completely open. I imagine we're going to see Malik Ray. I'd imagine we're going to see maybe Eberhardt. I mean, just, I don't know about some of the guys. I know, you know, it's Friday night, but definitely going to see some big names over there. But
Alright, guys, we're
guess who's in
running
the
this out
lead,
here.
Luke? It's Chris Melton, your winner of last week's Underdog Series race, the inaugural.
No
So,
lift challenge.
I mean, you know, what type of statement would it be to go back-to-back out here?
I mean, that would be quite the statement, Kevin. But, you know, one step at a time out here, obviously. He's got to get this thing done first.
Absolutely.
My fault. Austin with some of its car wouldn't store it.
You're fine.
Zigging and zagging like a bald eagle, says Kenny Real.
We zigging and zagging like a bald eagle out here, baby.
He just said it in the game chat as well.
Gonna be going green this next time by. Gonna be Chris Melton and Raul Alves on that front line. Alves has had a hell of a night. And then Jared Haynes has made his way back into the mix. As is Dylan Grace. Super Tuner Tanner in the chat talking about Sim Shop. Tanner, if you could tell us a little bit about it. I mean, we know it's the sponsor of the evening, but I'll be honest with you, Luke. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, we haven't
Is
heard
it,
too much about it yet.
Is it setups or is it like physical products like wheels and stuff?
I couldn't tell you.
Wonder if they sell G29s, Luke.
They just might, Kevin. Maybe they got a kit on there to make the fucking brake pedal easier to hit.
Sterling, you still have a lot of damage.
Yeah, EOL man.
Melton, Alves, Haynes, Grace, Walker, Green, Vondell, Sprinkle, McCullough, Real, your top 10. You got a nice rig, Tanner. I imagine it's better than the old office chair G29 me and Luke both run.
Yeah, we got some pretty top-notch setups, I can't lie. I even got the gear shifter.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of the shit.
Fancy.
Kind of the shit.
Mic check. Gotcha, bro.
Regardless, pace car coming in for what could be the last time tonight. Have they said anything about running it out, Luke? Because if not, I'd imagine
Nothing I've heard.
we will be. Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Across the Geico restart zone, Melton, Alves, here we go. Green, green, green.
Quick jump out there to the outside is Chris Melton and Jared Haynes. Sorry, Raul Alves.
Yeah, and that inside line with Jared Haynes getting a little stuffed up as they're 4 wide.
Oh, they're bumping.
5
Oh
wide.
my god, not anymore. Not anymore, they're not, Kevin.
We're running it out. We're running it out.
Holy shit.
Thing is being finished.
Somebody died back there.
Melton on the outside. Walker on the inside. Kenny Real now up to the front.
Here we go, Kevin. Big roost up to the high side. Oh my fucking god!
Melton killed.
Oh my
Melton is
god!
dead.
I mean, absolutely murdered. Manslaughter.
That high line now getting a little loose, and Kenny Real's going to take advantage of that as he slips through the bottom. We have cars under the yellow.
Not ready. Copy.
Kenny Real being pushed around now by Jared Haynes on the white flag. 1 to go. Chris Walker on the outside trying to get some speed.
Raul Alves now giving the pushes on the inside.
Yeah, and that outside line is soaring now.
Raul Alves going to go up there with them.
They all go up.
Oh, man. Now, who's going to be the first to fan down?
Soon.
There it is.
Here they come.
Alva's gonna go
Can he
for it.
hang on to it?
Yeah,
Vickery goes low.
They're all switching around.
happy to cash.
No one can decide.
No one can decide at all.
And then you don't help.
They're all trying to find speed anywhere they can. Walker makes
The
the
big
move.
Bruce going for it.
Veliky follows. Chris Walker at the line.
He steals it. Makes the move at the
Textbook.
tri-oval and wins it.
6.
Yeah, he owes Landon Veliky a beer, Luke. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they make the move there and gonna steal one from Kenny Real, who's probably not gonna be too upset getting a second place finish out here after what his car's been through.
Oh, yeah.
Say that. Really appreciate it, Rob.
Alvis getting fourth. Your top five: Walker, Real, Veliky, Alvis, McCullough.
And what a win there for him on the
Alright,
first
guys,
race of the night.
lobby's open. League 12-14-7. This race right here will be reviewed the last 2 laps. And I'll get payouts after the third race is over with. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Last 2 laps of this race, I just received word will be getting reviewed. But your unofficial results pull up on screen out there. Unofficially, it's a Jack Shack 1, 2, 3 though. Walker, Real, and Veliky. They got to be happy with that one.
What, with the points?
Yeah, and top 8 payout here, so we're seeing Walker, Real, Veliky, Alvis, McCullough, Darnell, Vickery, and Axel Smith. Subject to change though, as you heard Wagner say, you know. But Jack Shack shitties.
The trifecta right now.
Yeah, if you want to jump in the interview room right quick, you can. Top 3 can if they want to.
And we're getting the word sent to the guys out there that they're going to be making their way over for these post-race interviews, it seems. And we're going to go ahead and... they're collecting over there, and they're getting ready.
Hey, James, I would check the 78.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, first person I'm going to get in here is going to be Landon Veliky to talk about his P3 finish.
I know, Brian. I was just gonna apologize, buddy. When he split.
Hey, Landon, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what a race! What a chaotic race! I know all the standings are subject to change, as we just heard on the radio, but being able to push Chris to the win there and get yourself a podium finish. You want to talk us through, you know, first off, how you were able to survive through all the carnage this race?
Well, I had to take my fast repair on lap 3 because I got murdered. And then the rest of the race, I was getting pretty pissed off because every single restart, I was restarting on the bottom and getting boned left and right. Because we couldn't go more than a lap without wrecking again, so it's just losing another spot, and it's just so frustrating. And then that last restart, 4 wide or whatever, and in front of me, and I saw like Kenny was there and Brian was there. I'm like, okay, I'm going with them, and we went up the middle, and it looked like we were 5 wide for a second. I'm screaming like 4, 4, 4, 4, and then with everyone just wrecks, and finally some luck comes my way, and I miss it, and come home third. So I'll take it. 1, 2, 3 for the team now too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, we were hearing on our chat a little bit throughout the evening that you might not deserve to be in the Underdog series. I know you want to give yourself flowers, but you also want to race. So what do you think about that?
No, I suck, bro. What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm terrible.
Understood.
Yeah, no,
I got you.
I don't know. Hey, look, all I'm saying is my name wasn't on that list, so I'm gonna race. I'm an eligible driver apparently, so I'm gonna race it, and I was gonna try and win it. I couldn't really decide if I wanted to stick behind teammates right there. I didn't know what Chris was gonna do. I didn't know if he was gonna try and take it away from Kenny. I didn't really know what was going on there, but if I knew Chris was gonna do that, maybe I would have tried to do something. But either way, I'll take it. See, look, I didn't win, so like I'm not that good. All right, just let me stay in here, please.
We'll see you next Friday, no doubt.
Well, you'll see me the next race.
A great race for you. Okay, that's true. Hopefully we'll talk to you next race. But
yeah, that'd be nice.
You know, congratulations on the team success. Congratulations on the success getting a P3i here. We hope to talk to you next race. But congratulations, Landon. You want to shout anybody out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, Jack Shack. guess I'm with them now. So go with Jack Shack. Got a nice little 1, 2, 3, and I'll take it. It's pretty good. I've had a terrible, terrible, terrible string of luck recently, and anything I've ever raced, and I guess it's good to finally get a third and maybe 2 spots better in the next one. We'll see. Appreciate y'all for broadcasting too.
Hey, we appreciate it, Landon. Congratulations on the success out here tonight.
Yeah.
That was Landon Velicky getting it done with a P3 finish out here. 1, 2, 3 on the team. Let's get in our second place finisher now, Luke Kenny Real, who had it right there to the line and then just fell short. Hey, Kenny, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got
Hey, man, getting the 1, 2, 3 as the team. First of all, congratulations. You ended up getting second place out there as Chris made the move right there at the end. First off, did you expect it?
you. Yeah, I mean, even though he's a teammate, I mean, everybody still wants to, win, right? No one wants to come P2 or anything like that. Everybody still wants to go forward. So, I mean, I expected him to make the move. Just didn't have the time that I thought I would to kind of speed match him there at the end and pull him back, but I'll still take a P2 out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sitting in the most vulnerable spot there in first place, coming to the line, able to get a P2 out of it and avoid what was a very incident-filled night as far as damage goes for these drivers out here. How were you able to keep your car in good enough shape to get to the finish?
We was part of that one accident early on. I got an offset push by Corey. He didn't mean to do it, but just enough to be a little frustrating, right? Since especially early on, had to use a fast repair, and then barely avoided that one wreck with Kenny there at the end. Like a bald eagle, we were zigging and zagging out there, and then there at the, I knew there was gonna be carnage with only one green white checker. Didn't know I was 4 wide going into turn one. Luckily, we made it through. They all wrecked behind us, and we ended up with a Jack Shack 1, 2, 3. So can't complain about that.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the success out here, getting second place. Congratulations on the team success, getting 1, 2, 3. We hope to see you next race and hope to even talk to you because it's going to be Talladega again. So, anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my teammates over at Jack Shack. I want to give a shout out to my spotter, Daryl. He spots for me every race. And I want to give a huge shout out to Wagner's Welding. Appreciate all they do and appreciate you guys for broadcasting.
Absolutely. We appreciate you coming by and giving us some insight all the time, Kenny. Congratulations on success tonight so far.
Yes, sir. Hope to see you guys later.
Yep, see you. Hopefully we can see Kenny later because, Luke, always a good interview.
Of course, of course.
And Jack Shack's success is continuing tonight as we're going to talk to Chris Walker now, the winner of the 1, 2, 3. Hey, Chris, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man, how about that race? 1, 2, 3, and out of those 3 positions, you got the best one. Getting the win eye here. You want to talk us through the decision there on the last lap, putting yourself in that perfect spot to get pushed by Velicky across the finish?
Yeah, normally I wouldn't split a teammate like that. But I looked in the mirror and I was like, I can go for it and not cost us anything. So yeah, that was the reason I made that move on Kenny there at the end. Or normally I wouldn't have done that. I just shoved him. But a win's a win, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Getting it done here in the first of 3 races, it really sets the tone. First off, are we going to see you in the next race and the third race? And if so, how can you, carry the momentum that not only you, but your team has going forward?
I don't know what they're gonna. I am not. I leave this shit on a high note. So
I don't blame you.
yeah, nah.
Hey, absolutely. Leaving after getting a win, you can't lose then. So, congratulations on success so far tonight for your team, and then congratulations on this personal success for you tonight in the Underdog Series, Chris. Anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, you guys obviously for broadcasting, and obviously my team with the Shack. Appreciate Landon for the push. Congrats to Kenny. And I don't know the final result, so I don't know if anybody else was in the top 8. But congrats to all them. And thanks to RNR for giving us a place to race. And until then, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Absolutely, Chris. We appreciate you coming by, and hope to talk to you again soon. Congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you guys.
Yep, have a good one. That was Chris Walker, the Big Roost, getting it done, winning the 1-2-3 for his team there. What a race, Luke.
Yeah, and that was an exciting first one out there, Kevin. And like I keep on saying, I'm a big fan of the Talladega experience, and we're going to experience more of it out here in just a short while. How much of an intermission we got out here before we see this next one?
Well, Luke, I was told we're going to go green at 9:30, so I don't think that's happening, to be honest with you.
I doubt it, but we'll get over there and we'll see. I'm
with
sure.
It being 9:50 right now, I think it'll be soon. I'm sure the lobby's just opening up. We'll probably have 20-30 minutes, then we'll be live over there.
Yeah, and we'll see y'all here soon, and we'll save all of our closing statements out here for the next one, or for the last one out here. So we'll see you all here in just a little bit on the next one. We'll see you in just a few, race fans.